What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. I'm outside of Winn Dixie Pharmacy in Florida, about to go get my Moderna booster shot. I know some people who watch this probably may have not gotten their vaccine. You know, honestly, I really don't care what people do. I mean, I live in Florida. I mean, I do care, but I mean, I can't police everyone, nor can the government. But you know, one of my friends did get COVID, comedian, wasn't vaccinated. Then he was sick for like 2 weeks. And now he has lingering effects. Kind of don't feel bad for him because you kind of play with fire. But I'm around large crowds at night and my mom's immunocompromised. So this is a must for me. But do what you do. Do you guys hear about this Alec Baldwin thing right now? I mean, he accidentally shot somebody. I think Alec Baldwin's a fantastic actor. Although, I just find him, though, an incredibly angry person. Like, he's, like, attacking paparazzi and stuff. Like, not to take away from his talent, but how does this happen on a movie set where you accidentally shoot somebody? There's a lot of chaos on sets, but there's always order to the chaos. So, whoever is the prop master on this is going to go to jail. Somebody's going to go to jail. Nobody gets away with murder. Somebody has to get punished. I was always taught, like, not to point guns at people. Like, if this didn't happen on a take, that means he was pointing a gun towards somebody, right? It's like, isn't that a bad thing? I don't know. I'm not a gun expert. I don't shoot guns. But my common sense tells me, don't point a gun at somebody and pull the trigger, even a fake gun. I saw something pretty interesting yesterday. I was watching this video podcast on YouTube, and this guy named Barry Katz, who's this talent manager, was on it, and he was talking about relationship capital. I actually forwarded this video to a few of my friends, but he was talking about how, like, Neil Brennan befriended Dave Chappelle, which really propelled him. And you know, if there's one thing I could have done differently in my career, obviously I can't do anything. I gotta live in the present, but I did not take advantage of relationships because I was always around many people who became famous, and I didn't care about becoming, like, great friends with them. I always thought, like, oh, talent just rises to the top automatically. And I was like, well, if I just get good, I'll just, you know, find my way. In retrospect, I probably should have been more of a shark and tried to make alliances with people. I mean, I have friends, but I've never, like, tried to leverage them. Like, stuff that, you know, just happened organically, but I was never like, man, I gotta make friends with this person because he's going this way, and this person because he's going that way. Look at this weather outside. It just started raining. So I was trying to think. I was like, well, how can I learn from this video moving forward? Like, I don't live in LA. I'm not around like hustlers, like young up and coming famous people. I mean, just LA, you're around those people. I just inevitable. But I can still network better in Florida. Like, I can still make relationships with young comedians. In fact, just the other day, some young comic I was talking to, he was like, hey, there's this club opening up in Winter Haven. They were taking submissions, and I would have never known about that had I not been engaged in a conversation with him. And it's not like I'm some weirdo. Like, I'm a sociable guy. So I think for me, all I have to do is just go out and talk to people, and I'll be fine. Like, that's all I have to do. Just go out and talk to people, and don't put any expectations, and don't be a dick. Because sometimes I can be a dick. I can just, like, perform and, like, just go to my car and, like, drive off. I was like, just say hi, bye, and then leave. That club I did last Friday, they reached out to me. They want me to co-headline a show there, just me and, like, one other guy. So, you know, I know things are moving on here in Florida. You know, this stuff was not happening in LA. Like, people were not asking me to co-headline shows unless I was wearing a bandana and glasses. So, yeah, I feel pretty good. You know what, screw it. Let's just vlog this whole booster shot experience. This will be hilarious, right? I mean, there's so many of these, like, malls and stuff and pharmacies, probably because half this population is over 65, but you can't throw a rock without it hitting a pharmacy. Well, that was amazing. I went to the wrong Winn Dixie. They were like, we don't have the Moderna booster shot here. They had the Pfizer one, and you don't want to mix and match your booster shots. Like getting the vaccines, like joining a gang. Like, yo, Essay, what are you in? I'm in that Pfizer. I'm in Moderna, so I've got like a Moderna tattoo on my arm. It's pretty badass. Last night, one of my friends texted me. She got promoted. She's a vice president of a television network, and I'm really happy for her. She's like the sweetest person and so nice, like one of my best friends. But I was just thinking, I was like, man, she worked there for like, I think 14 years. Like not including working as an assistant at like CAA. Like this is the amount of work it takes to advance in entertainment. Like anywhere really, if you're a doctor or working as an exec in Hollywood, it takes time. I mean, that's one thing I do get jealous about when I live this nomadic comedy life. It doesn't really matter how long you've been doing comedy at all, or how much work you put into it. There's a lot of luck of catching the right break at the right time. You know, obviously you can make your own luck, but I wish there was like a time card you just punch in and you're like, oh, you've been doing comedy 10 years, you advanced to this level. Man, it doesn't work like that, and I think that's why this business is so maddening. So this morning I was a little in my head, and when I get like that, I write in my journal. Yeah, I have a journal like a 12-year-old. But it helps me just process my thoughts, and this is what I wrote. I put, you know, whatever happens in my life, I'm really thankful that I've reached a point of this, just being able to be who I am on and off stage, because, you know, for a while I had this belief of like, you gotta fake it till you make it and put on these pseudo personas and, you know, try to impress the world. And I really don't care about that, and I really value this. Like, this keeps me so humble, and I love it. Like, I really do love, you know, even vlogging like this, being able to be who I am. Like, I'm not putting on any guises here. You have to believe me. I mean, how can you not believe me? But even with my stand-up, I'm like, this is who I am, and it took 22 years, I think, to get to this point, and I'm grateful for every moment. So I'm at the second Winn Dixie store. If they don't have it this time, I swear to God. Just finished my Moderna booster shot. It's pretty exciting. Some Indian guy gave me the shot. He's like, what do you do? And I hate saying that I'm a comedian. I just hate saying that to people, because then they ask me more questions. I was like, I perform around people at night. That's what I said. He probably thinks I'm like a male stripper or something. But anyways, let's see. Nothing so far seemed normal. You know, one thing I was thinking about the other day was the vicissitudes of life, meaning the sudden changes of life. Like, my life right now is completely different than what it was last year, as for many other people. But even like before that, like, there was a time when I was like working in an office in Hollywood. Then before that, I was running around as like this, you know, Showbiz India TV host, going to all these parties. Another year I was like making this movie. Before that, I was in New York. It's almost funny how much your life can change in just the course of a few years. So my life will definitely probably change again, you know, next year, a year after that. Who knows what's going to happen? And I think that's what's exciting about life. Like, we think it's going to be this one stagnant thing. Maybe this is the life of an artist. Maybe if you have a job, it's the same exact thing again and again. But my life has been like a movie. It just keeps changing, and I have no idea where it's going to go next. Anyways, I'm about to pull up at home. Thanks for checking in. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.